Hello and welcome to my knitting demonstration video. Basically, this is just a giant size demonstration of what knitting is. If you're a beginner or indeed a more advanced knitter, it's just a great idea to have an understanding of what knitting actually is, and you'll then understand how and why you do different techniques to accomplish different things. After all, knitting is basically just a series of loops. And it's the way in which those loops link together that gives knitting different textures and different appearances. Now, I'm using rope to represent the knitting yarn, so you can see everything clearly. The white rope here represents a row of knit stitches, and I'm now going to use red rope to represent the working yarn. Now, if you know how to do regular knit stitches, you'll know that the working yarn sits behind the needles at the back when you're doing knit stitches. So the working yarn comes from the back through each of these loops in the row of knitting and forms another knit stitch, as simple as that. And there you go, that's one more row of knit stitches. Now, purl stitches are just the reverse of knit stitches. And I think that's an important concept to actually understand when you begin knitting. And that's why when you do purl stitches, you have the yarn in front of your needles towards you. So as you'll see, to form a purl stitch, the working yarn goes from the front to the back instead of the back to the front. So this demonstrates very clearly how knit stitches are just the reverse of purl stitches. It's just the working yarn comes through the loop from the opposite side. So with knit stitches it comes from the back, behind the needles, and with purl stitches the working yarn comes from the front of the needles. And this red rope now represents a row of purl stitches. I mean, I definitely feel that understanding how stitches are formed does help me with my knitting. So I really hope this helps you too, and thanks very much for watching.